Hey guys, it's Michelle. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about submission, BDSM, and health. Now, I'm not talking about what size a person's body is or how much they weigh. You can weigh 200 pounds, 400 pounds, or 100 pounds. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is your overall health, mental and physical. If you are not in a mental, physical, or emotional healthy spot, how are you going to give your best and be the best partner you can to your dominant or your submissive, master, slave, whatever? Because without taking care of yourself, you are not going to be able to take care of someone else. I'll give you an example. I'll use my own relationship with my padrone, which is master, as an example. I was having a lot of health problems. Last year, a lot of reflux, GERDs, a lot of different things, sugar problems, a lot of things. So I decided in January to start on a journey to get healthy. I'm turned 45 in May, so I'm not getting any younger. As I was starting into my journey, my padrone was like all supportive of me. He did not join me at first. In March, the first week of March, a lot of you probably already know this story. He got sick all of a sudden and had to be transported to the hospital and ended up staying 8 days in the hospital. After being diagnosed with a couple of different things wrong with him, he had to quit smoking cold turkey, change his diet completely because he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, as well as lose weight and exercise. Now, this is a complete turnaround from what he has done the past 7 years that we've been together. But he did it, not only to save his life, his own life, and get himself together, but in order to be able to be a better and supportive dominant for me. Plus, he wanted to stay with me as long as he can. There is 16 years difference between us. So we want to do what we can health-wise so we can be at our healthiest, at our best, not only mentally but physically, to stay with each other, to practice our version of BDSM. So when you see posts, if you follow me online on BDSM Unveiled, when you see my discussions about health and BDSM, health and submission and dominance, that type of thing, this is what I'm talking about. How do you incorporate it? The old guard always, not always, 80% of the time of the people that I know, always the dominant would set a healthy example for his submissive. The submissive would follow. A lot of times it wasn't unusual for the dominant to maintain the schedule for workouts for the submissive. Make sure the submissive ate a healthy choice, because when you're doing harder BDSM, when you practice S&M, they're in bondage, things like that, you have to be able to breathe. You have to be pretty flexible, because you don't want circulation problems, you don't want joint problems, that type of thing. Obviously, if you're practicing bondage, be careful of when you're practicing, how you're practicing, but you want to be flexible, you want to be able to bend, to move, and your joints not to get hurt, stiff, and that type of thing because of the bondage. Because if you're hurting in a bad way, you're not going to enjoy it. There's hurting in a good way, hurting in a bad way, but that's a whole different discussion. So hopefully I gave you a little bit more insight into what I meant. If you see my discussions online, hit me with a comment if you have any further information or if you have any further comments. Good and bad, I'm always willing to listen. Thanks again. Bye.